December 27th, 10:01 p.m. 100 million lights blazing across Moscow's Crown Jewel Festival, the ultimate symbol of Russian invincibility, lighting up the frozen night. Then, complete darkness, not a power failure, a precision military strike that penetrated the most defended airspace on Earth and deleted Moscow's celebration in one heartbeat. This is how a viral slap turned into the most devastating drone operation Russia never saw coming. 72 hours earlier, occupied Ukraine. A Russian soldier walks up to an American humanitarian worker and slaps him hard across the face. Deliberate, humiliating. The video goes viral in 4 hours.
A U.S. humanitarian worker was struck by a Russian soldier today while delivering aid near Russia's border with Ukraine. Video recorded by a UN field team shows the tense exchange moments before the slap. Sorry, do you have authorization? We're demanding accountability for this unprovoked assault on an American citizen.
Moscow's response: laughter. State media jokes about it. The Kremlin bets the West won't do anything beyond angry statements. They were right about NATO, dead wrong about Ukraine. While diplomats typed complaints, Ukraine's military intelligence was executing strike protocols. This wasn't about one slap. This was about 3 years of Russia systematically destroying Ukrainian power infrastructure. Hospitals losing electricity mid-surgery, families freezing without heat, children studying by candlelight. Moscow weaponized winter against civilians. Ukraine was about to return the favor with interest. Target: Moscow's VDNKH power substation feeding Russia's massive propaganda festival. Take it down and you shatter the myth that Moscow is untouchable. But here's the problem. Moscow is wrapped in billions of dollars of air defenses. Panzer S-1 systems tracking 300 targets simultaneously. Tor M2 batteries with near-perfect kill rates. Radar coverage so dense, a commercial drone gets swatted before clearing the suburbs. Ukraine brought $60,000 worth of garage-built technology. The Dovebush T-10. A 150-pound carbon fiber drone with a 12-foot wingspan. The genius? Its radar signature reads as a large bird, a goose. Russia's billion-dollar systems hunt stealth jets and cruise missiles, not geese. Each mothership carries 6 Wasp kamikaze drones with shaped charges designed to punch through transformers. Total cost, $30,000 per strike package. December 27th, 7:30 p.m., 20 miles from Moscow, 6 Ukrainian operators work in absolute silence. No lights, no radio, just mechanical clicks as launch catapults lock into position. 2 motherships ready. Flight plan: hug the Yaouza River at 150 feet, hide in the radar clutter of buildings and power lines. 10 p.m. launch. 20 minutes later, Mothership 1 crosses Moscow's perimeter. Russian radar explodes with contacts, but not one drone. 40-plus incoming threats. Ukrainian operators flooded the zone with decoy drones, cheap cardboard gliders with radar reflectors mimicking cruise missiles. To panicked Russian crews, this looks like full-scale war. A Panzer S-1 carries exactly 12 missiles. When your screen shows 40 threats, you fire everything. Russian crews launch 57 E-6 interceptors at $1 million per shot, vaporizing $50 cardboard with million-dollar missiles. Perfect mathematics for Ukraine. Every wasted missile is one less hunting the real target. While Panzers kill decoys, Mothership 1 flies invisible at 150 feet, a bird-sized signature hugging terrain through urban chaos. 10 miles out, it releases 6 Wasps. Russian defenses get visual. Twin 30mm autocannons open up, 2,500 rounds per minute shredding the sky. Wasp 1 disintegrates instantly. Wasp 2 crashes into a billboard. Wasp 3 hits a chimney. 3 down in 90 seconds. Russians are celebrating. Then Wasp 6 breaks through. Full throttle at 130 miles per hour. Locked on the primary transformer. Ground teams dump gunfire into the sky. Doesn't matter. Impact. The shaped charge detonates. Molten copper punches through. A brilliant sapphire blue arc lights up Moscow. First blood. But one hit won't kill the station. Russians think they won. Stopped 5 of 6 drones. Engineers can fix this before midnight. 10 minutes later, Mothership 2 appears from the northwest. This is the double tap. Hit them once, let them celebrate, strike when they're vulnerable. Pantsir systems are in 5-minute manual reload. The autocannons are glowing red hot. One more burst warps the barrels. Moscow's defenses are critically exposed. Mothership 2 releases 6 Wasps at 8 miles. Russian panic explodes. They deploy Krasuka 4 electronic warfare. 500 watts jamming every frequency. Wasp 7 goes blind, crashes. Wasp 8 gets handheld jammed, nosedives into the river, but Ukrainian engineers built a failsafe Russia never anticipated. The remaining 4 Wasps activate Deadman's AI. When all signals die, the drones stop communicating and start navigating visually, reading Moscow's streetlights against preloaded 3D maps. You can jam radio. You can't jam geometry. Russians realize the drones aren't stopping. Emergency protocol. Activate the reserve Tor M2. The final boss. It launches interceptors. Wasp 9 is shredded by proximity fuse detonation. Wasp 10 climbs deliberately, making itself a massive target. The bait works. Russian operator fires his last missile. Wasp 10 vaporizes. That sacrifice bought 11 seconds. 3 drones left. 500 yards from target. Russian security opens everything. AKs, machine guns, flare guns. Wall of lead. Wasp 11 takes a round through its battery, bursts into flames, but momentum carries it into the backup generator's fuel tank. Massive fireball. Smoke screen. From that smoke emerges Wasp 12. 4% battery. 1 damaged motor, locked on the transformer's oil line entry point. The kill shot. Terminal dive at 140 miles per hour. Impact. The shaped charge detonates at -4 Celsius. Molten copper creates catastrophic electrical fault. 70 tons of oil superheat to 3,000 degrees in microseconds. A 100-foot sapphire blue arc shoots into the sky, turning night into day for 5 terrifying seconds. At VDN Koch, circuit breakers explode in sequence. The fairy lights surge with blinding intensity before their filaments melt. The massive Christmas tree flickers like a dying star. Then total darkness. Music cuts mid-note. LED screens go black. In the frozen silence, 100 million lights extinguished in a heartbeat. The mathematics are brutal. Ukraine spent $60,000. Russia burned $15 million in defensive fire. Moscow still lost. The transformer will take months to repair. Western sanctions block the specialized components needed. But the real damage cuts deeper than infrastructure. VDNKH going dark on Russia's most sacred holiday shatters the Kremlin's myth that Moscow is untouchable. It proves garage engineering beats billion-dollar defenses when you have smarter algorithms and better engineers. A Russian soldier slapped an American. Moscow laughed. Diplomats wrote statements that changed nothing. Then, Ukraine sent their reply in the only language that matters: precision, capability, and cold mathematics. The slap went viral. The response came in frozen darkness. The message was crystal clear. Disrespect has kinetic consequences. Weaponize winter against civilians and watch your own lights die. Mock resistance and we'll strike your propaganda heart. Touch our allies and we'll prove your fortress capital isn't safe. Moscow's most expensive party ended in darkness and crushing silence. The hunters became the hunted, and somewhere in Ukraine, engineers are already planning the next impossible strike that Russia will never see coming.